Before there were survival shows, before there were bug-out bags and freeze-dried meals, there were frontiersmen,
living on the edge of civilization.
with nothing but a rifle, a knife, and a stubborn will to survive. And here's the crazy part. They didn't call themselves preppers, because everyone was. Today we're looking back at the real American survivalists, the ones who built cabins by hand, made soap from ash, and stayed alive through blizzards, droughts, wild animals, and the occasional angry neighbor with a musket. We are going to divide this into 6 sections. Are you ready? Section 1, who were the frontiersmen?
They weren't celebrities. They weren't rich.
But they were tough. Most were farmers, hunters, and fur traders, pushing westward in the 1700s and early 1800s. Names like Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, Kit Carson. But for every famous one, there were 1,000 unnamed men and women just surviving. In log cabins, in forests, and prairies. No electricity, no running water, no GPS. Just guts, and maybe a squirrel stew bubbling over a fire. Section 2, gear and tools, the OG bug-out kit. You want to know what real minimalist prepping looks like? Here's their kit. 1. A flintlock rifle. 2. A knife, probably made from whatever steel they could find. 3. A hatchet. 4. Fire starting gear, like flint and steel or a tinderbox. 5. A metal pot. 6. A canteen or gourd. 7. Pemmican or dried meat. 8. A Bible or small keepsake. 9. Sewing needles, wrapped in cloth. And maybe a little whiskey, if they were lucky. No multi-tools, no paracord bracelets, no solar panels. But they made it work. Section 3. Their survival mindset. What made frontiersmen the ultimate preppers wasn't just gear. It was how they thought. Everything was use it or lose it. Waste was dangerous. Laziness was deadly. They didn't stock up once a year. They stayed ready every single day. Imagine building a fire with wet wood and freezing wind. Or hunting game with one shot because ammo was gold. Or boiling water every day because cholera was always lurking. And still finding time to laugh around the fire. Section 4, food, water, and shelter. Forget canned beans. Their food storage was smoked meat, salted pork, jerky, root cellars, foraged greens, acorns. Yes, they ate acorns. Water came from creeks and rain barrels, and every drop could kill you if you weren't careful. And shelter? They built cabins from trees they cut by hand. No kits, no instructions, no refunds. Section 5, threats they faced. Let's be honest. Preppers today fear grid failure, collapse, maybe even zombies. Frontiersmen? Their threats were wild animals, raiding parties, starvation, frostbite, or getting lost and never being found. They didn't prep for comfort. They prepped to stay alive. Section 6, lessons modern preppers can learn. So what can we take from their way of life? 1. Know your environment. Frontiersmen knew the land better than any map could teach. 2. Learn to make, fix, and improvise. If their rifle broke, they fixed it. If a pot cracked, they sealed it. You? Learn to sew, sharpen, patch, and cook over fire. 3. Stay calm under pressure. Fear didn't keep them alive. Skills did. 4. Practice daily readiness. Prepping wasn't a hobby. It was baked into life. Conclusion. The frontiersmen weren't perfect, but they were real. And their survival wasn't about stockpiles or gear hauls. It was about grit, simplicity, and knowing that out there in the wild, no one's coming to save you. So next time you test your bug-out plan or patch a tarp, tip your hat to the folks who did it all without the internet and still made it home for dinner. You want to prep like a pro? Prep like it's 1794. If you got something out of this, give it a like. Share it with a fellow prepper. And don't forget to subscribe because the frontier may be gone, but the lessons, they're still here.